Come to Gursimrat Singh. You are from Tantal.
Patiala.
All right. Tell us something about yourself.
Sir, my name is Gursimrat Singh and I belong to
We
Patiala.
knew your name. You don't have to repeat your name. Okay, sorry, but
I have the same observation.
we have you know your name because people have already gone through your profile. So don't say that my name is so and so. Just start with.
I belong to the city Patiala, Punjab state, and I have done my primary and secondary education in Patiala. Then I did my graduation in MBBS from Government Medical College and Indira Hospital, Patiala. Then my hobbies are playing basketball, performing Bhangra, and participating in declamations. And my friends and people around me generally find me on jovial mood and having positive mood.
Okay, very good. This is a very good asset. Gursimrat, why have you opted for? You are a doctor. Why not the profession of medicine which you picked up? Why not do MD, and you know that is also a great service and a lot of demand. You went through PhD or NEET.
Sir, in our year there were two, PMP as well as NEET.
You clear NEET also?
Yes.
You clear. So I can understand what kind of effort you would have put to clear NEET. So after having done that, shifting to this, though there are many IAS officers from medicine field, I know, but why did you think of this?
Sir, I believe the experience of medical science would always remain with me, and I think the civil services provides a wider platform for the various diversity of avenues, and I think I can use my medical science knowledge and the skills that I have acquired.
Similar, what you don't use, you lose that. You lose what you don't use. This is the basic principle. So you won't be able to use that once you are in IAS profession, and you will be fit only to get paracetamol. See, this is a fact of life. So using that, you will be able to use your medical knowledge in IAS, and that is why you thought of combining. I don't personally.
And essentially, you will have a big conflict with the CSM or the CMO. What is wrong with the healthcare system in India? And how would you, given your background, try and mend it or improve it in your domain, in your area where you have your first post?
So the main issue of healthcare sector in India is facing is the affordability, availability and accessibility. So right now we are spending around 1.26% of the GDP on health, and the National Health Policy 2017 envisages to spend around 2.5% of GDP. Other issues are, sir, the rural healthcare infrastructure, which is in dwindles. So I think the doctors need to be incentivized to work in the rural sector as well. So other issues are, sir, the technology, the infrastructure and the technology need to be upgraded. And if there is shortage of doctors, the medical colleges the hospitals can be converted to the medical colleges so that more seats can be offered. So bridges.
Yeah. I'm sure you would be aware, the government is also aware, that the pharmaceutical business is not right. It doesn't work the way it should work. The ethics are disturbed, which is the corporate sector and the doctor. They connive to skin the patient. How can we prevent that from happening? The government has been looking at this for a long time. But
Yes.
So I think the new body of NMC which is formed, I think there are proper regulations in that, and I think the regular inspections and the principal or the MS, he has the responsibility to check if there is any ethical malpractice or practice of such unethical practice. So I think these can be bridged, and I think overall the doctors are working diligently towards service.
yeah, I also feel that the Indian professionals are very innovative in finding ways around the rules and the law. So, but this is anyway. This is good.
Yes.
the bridge course which the government recently asked that the Ayurveda people can practice like MBBS and the opposition it has. What is your take on that? Should they be allowed to work like, should they be treated like the others? What is your take?
In my opinion, the bridge course of Ayush Ministry, the traditional medicine, to practice allopathy. I think to bridge the rural healthcare, I think they can be prepared for a bridge course and they can provide basic services. They can be clear-cut mention of the basic services, and I think they can provide services of the basic procedures.
But no surgery. No surgery by them.
Yes, because they are not having expertise. So I think the expert procedures can be provided by the professional who have done a proper training and a 5.5 years course after that MD. So that, but
Retrained, you mean that they are retrained also, additionally trained to manage?
yes, definitely.
Okay, and the other thing, during COVID, 2 years, all the MBBS students were at home. So, do you think they would be at par with the one who have been, it is a practical field, it is not something you can just learn from the books. So, they have been learning from home. So, can we trust them? What is the way that people can trust them, and how can we test that they have done that? Though we have the exam, medical exam after you pass your degree, but all of us know there are no course. So what is your take on that issue?
Ma'am, I think I had my internship period during COVID, so we had to work more even. And I had duties, even day and night duties in the wards and even corona patients. And with the PPE kits, it was a new experience for me. I think I learned very new experiences for a pandemic. It was a new challenge. I think we learned new experiences.
These Ukraine students who have come back, technically and legally, you've gone through NEET or PhD, whatever. But how do you see that if they are given seats in the government colleges or something, do you think it is the right thing to do?
Sir, in my opinion, if they have come back and they are willing to work here, so there can be a proper test could be organized for them as FMGE test. So if they are on merit and they clear it, they can be provided and they can work in the Indian.
But they must go through this test.
Definitely, sir. If they are capable enough, so they are welcome as they start with the problems. They can work in the Indian level.
Gursimrat, what do you think of the role of women in the economics development of the country and their empowerment? What's your view of that?
So I believe women are equal partners in the economic or workforce. Right now, the labor force participation rate is around 27%. But I think in coming times, the women need to come up forward, and the avenues and opportunities should be provided to them so that there is women empowerment. So I think opportunities, and they should be able to take their decisions in life, so that opportunities is provided to them to be able to.
Gursimrat, you have taken a bold decision to choose IPS over IAS and IFS. Can you just elaborate why IPS over IAS or IFS?
So there are three basic reasons for that. Sir, I have been and I am very passionate about police and policing as a service, and also my maternal uncle, he is serving as an IPS officer. So he has been a source of inspiration for me. Having been watching him working closely.
और ज़्यादा खड़का धक्का भी
Is a role model for you.
Role model.
He has inspired me a lot.
And the
Also,
third reason?
it provides avenues to work in specialized fields of law and order, crime and investigation, intelligence.
India is facing lot of internal security challenges. So suppose you are selected as an IPS officer, which state you will like to be stationed?
I am open to all the challenges and emergencies. Right now, Punjab has border security challenge. I would like to work for the border surveillance and drugs problem.
That's your home state. Suppose you are chosen to work in Northeast. Which state would you like to be in?
So I am open to work in all the northeastern states, and I will work for the challenges of internal security.
Have you gone through today's newspaper?
Yes.
Okay, there is something related to Northeast. Can you just elaborate?
So the resolution of the dispute between Assam and Meghalaya. So 6 districts they have been.
So do you support that decision? Should be revoked? ASPA as well. There is a ASPA angle also today in newspaper. Well, 3 states have taken a decision to just give some relaxation in ASPA. Okay. Can you name the 3 states?
So the Meghalaya, Assam and
it's not
Assam.
Sorry, Assam, Nagaland, and Manipur.
And where was the controversy held in where accidentally you can say the shooting of 14 civilians was held? Can you name the district and the state? So that's the trigger point from where these developments are not taking place.
Sir, I am not aware of this.
Have you heard about Mon district? In which state you will find Mon district? MON. It's in Nagaland. No issues. And can you give one strength and one weakness as an individual?
Vivek, we've been hearing about police reforms
Yes.
since a very long time.
Yes.
I also had made once a presentation in the Bureau of Police Reform
Sergeant.
at Delhi. Now, what is the most important reform which the police, Indian police needs today?
This is मेरा question चोरी कर रहे
I-
We are good friends, so we
Maybe it doesn't matter.
Well, say the most important reform is the bridging the public police deficit and the image of police. So other than that, the technological upgradation of the police forces and both the physical and mental health of the police is the issue needs to be addressed. These are the main reforms.
And another which I perceive as the political interference in the functioning of the police.
You say yesterday I had gone to police post for my passport verification something, and the boy sitting there, poor chap, he had 20-30 such application like this, and he was writing down his hand in a register. Well, all liner are yes, okay, 1, 2, 3, and he was taking so much of time. So I asked him, अपने मिलता कोई लैपटॉप कुछ नहीं मिलता कहता सर कई सालों से डेस्कटॉप नहीं है सब यू टेल मी आज के ज़माने में यू हैव टू डू दैट और आपको आई मीन दिस इज व्हाट
Dilip had to go to Karnataka जाना चाहिए. So he also needs a police driver.
Now, sir, the central government has done an outlay of 26,000 crore for modernization of police forces budget. So I think
That's very good.
now it
So
will be positive.
the same day, General Secretary पीछे चले गए ना. उन्हें अपना पासपोर्ट कराया सी. वो same guy came to me. मैं यार वो दीवारी भी आना था दास.
So police is found as one major issue.
Yes.
And where is the Indian police training academy?
In Hyderabad, sir. Yes.
Do you think shift system is varying because the police work for long hours?
Yes.
So Punjab is also saying that they go for 8-hour shift. So do you think that such reform are also needed at the national level? Because when you talk about the mental health, the workload we give on them and the type of treatment they get from the people, that is very important to bridge the gap between police and public. So
I think it is a welcome step by the Punjab government, the 8-hour police shift system. I think it would lead to better efficiency of the police and their positive mental health. So they will get a break and will work more efficiently. So it can be implemented at the national level. Some states are implementing it already.
So it should be done at the national
Yes.
level.
See, political interference, Mr. Kohli was talking about ADGP Rai, my friend. He
Yes.
was ADGP intelligence and Bhagwant Mann made him ADGP traffic. We talked to each other and I discussed with him. I said traffic also has a very major challenge. It is a huge task. It is a huge task. He himself was saying it is not a huge task, sir. But the fact is that somebody was good enough as ADGP intelligence in the eyes of a particular politician, and the same person will do
It is poor state of affairs.
this is
Politicization.
But every area has potential to change and improve. So
yes, of course that.
it's our actually, it's our visualization. Traffic is as important. The number of deaths on the road are far more than
Yes.
COVID.
We have started focusing on police because we talk about police and medical, but there are other things.
It's a general view. We are evaluating here your preparedness to go and meet those guys who are going to say yes. So we are just talking
As a basketball, I want to ask you. Now, you should know anything and everything about the national and international basketball game because you have mentioned it here.
Yes.
In this as your,
Hobbies.
and what level you are, national level you are played?
International.
National level.
Yes.
Actually, if you are played at national level, there was a gentleman called Sujan Singh. Have you heard of him?
Sir, I've heard of Satnam Singh. He's in the senior.
Sujan Singh तो अभी का बच्चा है. Arjuna Wadi, Sujan Singh.
No, sir, I've heard.
He was from the core of EADY core who was
We prepared with that.
No, everything. Arjuna, जितने Arjuna Wadi है ना,
Yes, sir.
Padam Shri Arjuna Wadi
Yes.
in basketball.
Yes.
You must know anything and everything about this game because there will be somebody who may be a fan of basketball, who may have played, who may be knowing something about basketball.
Yes.
So there is no excuse that you don't know anything about basketball that last day.
That's your core area. Also, there may be a guy who's also a doctor sitting on this side. So be prepared to answer antiretrovirals, which are the drugs, and why people were indiscriminate in COVID, giving everything and
Yes.
Many doctors are coming to UC. I had gone to Dharamshala to attend that literary fest for 4 days. The DC there, Mr. Nipun Jindal, he was MD orthoped and his wife MD Gynae. She is the SDM and he is the DC at Dharamshala. And they are from Pankasal there and both were in GMCH. One was in GMCH, the other was in PGI. That is, and both of them are doctors. So now a lot of doctors are coming.
About Punjabi songs, you have written it that you like to listen to Punjabi songs. The language they use in Punjabi song. Already Punjab is facing the problem of violence and drugs. Don't you think there should be a stricter regulation on them and they, moral wise also, they should stop using such language because they are idle for people. And when they use that sort of a language, people tend to follow them. As you have seen, वो गाना, there was a song where Yamuna Nagar में a boy shot अपने principal को shoot कर देता है. It was 2 years back. So that is a strong point, I think, so in Punjabi songs. What is your take on that?
I believe the Punjab government has come up with the Cultural Commission of Punjab,
Okay.
and it works for the motivating the singers to, and also there are penal actions, so that the songs the right it should represent the rich culture of Punjab and not
Yeah.
glorify the bad elements of Punjab.
मूसा सिद्धू हार गया, ठीक हो गया. मूसा सिद्धू talks about gun culture in Mexico. That man has lost.
This was one thing that they are putting all these artists into politics. That is also something they should do.
देखो मैंने एक ओपन से ना महाभारत के टाइम ना रामायण के टाइम कभी भी परफेक्शन तो थी नहीं, वर्ल्ड में ना ही कभी होगी.
Very true.
We are all working towards trying to make life a little bit better, and every day it happens, and it's our intention. How much we want to do.
Okay, there are 4 out of the 4 problems: poverty, terrorism, health, and climate change. Which is the biggest problem that you would like to choose?
Sir, I believe all the problems are kind of interconnected, but I think health problem as of now,
Due to pandemic, we can say is the major
burning issue.
burning issue. Which are the 3 diseases which you see, which you feel are the most important, which should be dealt on priority at global level? Any 3 specific diseases?
One would be this lifestyle diseases, the non-communicable diseases, which are not that aware and they are on the rise due to our sedentary lifestyle. And second would be mental health, sir, because mental health is also a burning issue. And the people and even especially the children and college students, they are not able to overcome stress.
Pandemic has affected the mental health, and there must be some more concrete action. And
Third would be the emerging and zoonotic diseases like Ebola, Nipah, COVID.
you just mentioned about Ebola, Nipah. Can you link animal species has been linked with these 2 diseases?
Bats.
Bats,
Bats.
So isn't it better that we eliminate the entire bat population so that such zoonotic diseases?
I think, sir, a proper enforcement of the animal markets, the hygiene protocols, if they are implemented, it should be not blanket ban, but proper
What is the ecological
inspection.
role of bat? Can you just highlight why we should not eliminate bat as a species from the world? What is their contribution?
So they are also part of the ecosystem and food chain. So I think it is also a species.
They are the major pollinators because
Yes.
a lot of plants depend on
Bats as pollinators, yes.
pollinator, and they are part of food chains as well. Can you name any other disease which is also linked to bats apart from the 2 you have just mentioned?
Sir, I am calling Nipah and Ebola.
Nipah, Ebola, and any other for these 2 I have just mentioned, or the other diseases as well?
So from bats are not aware of.
Okay, not clear. And the current disease COVID, what is the nomenclature based on? The corona disease,
What is it called nowadays?
So COVID, SARS-CoV.
COVID, that is officially, corona word has been derived from its name, and this
So the
literal meaning of corona, like why they have named it corona.
So I think due to the structure of the virus.
Yes, the structure resembles which part?
So the sphere.
There is the outermost layer of sun. Can you name the outermost layer of the sun? What are
Corona.
corona? Yes, no, there. Exactly.
चलो गुड मैं सभी बेटा फीडबैक करते दो इट इज ए मॉक इंटरव्यू एंड यू हैव कम फॉर द मॉक इंटरव्यू बट नेक्स्ट वन